Hello everyone, this is Gary with your cards of the day, and before I turn to the cards today I just want to observe the fact that today, numerologically speaking, is a 15-6, which relates to the major arcana cards of the Devil and the Lovers. So the expectation that I have for today is one of very high passions, possibly passions of a physical, sexual nature, but also the real sort of polarity and discourse that we have in the Lovers as well. A card of love certainly, but also a card of partnerships, of the balancing of opposites, and in a sense you may see passion and romantic love as a balance of those two opposites as well, and it's how we blend them together that will really, drive us through the day today. So the card decks that I've chosen for today are the Aquarian Tarot by David Palladini, the Morgan Greer Tarot deck, and the Robin Wood Tarot deck. And our first card for today is the Ten of Cups, and interestingly you look at this image, and doesn't this mirror the image of the Lovers card? We have the two figures here, and we have that divine inspiration coming to them, very much in the same way that with the Lovers card we have in some decks an angel, in some decks a winged lion, kind of guiding our couple. Very much here we have a card of families, we have a card of family based emotions. So it does feel very much today like this is going to be a day to be spending as much time as you can with family, with those close to you, with those close to your heart. As I look at this card intuitively, I see this white space, and it's as if it's forming a heart shape as I look at it. So this really does make me think of sharing that love, sharing that good feeling with those closest to you. One other little note about this card as well. This is, in the astrological sense, this is in the sign of Pisces, and this is Mars ruling Pisces. So we have a suit of emotions, very strong emotions with Pisces, very fluid and flowing emotions, but we have passion, we have the fieriness of Mars ruling how those emotions operate. And interesting as well, I mentioned balance at the beginning of the video. If you think of the Pisces symbol, it is two fish, one going in one direction, one going in the opposite direction. So all the way through we have an indication of polarity, masculine, feminine, yin, yang, the two fish of Pisces, the two people in this card here, the Lovers card, which is a major arcanum for today. Now, our second card today is the Seven of Swords. Now you might be thinking this is a bit of an unhappy card to see in some ways, but I'm reading this one very intuitively today. Two things that really are standing out. One is the colour yellow and the colour green within the card. The yellow being a colour of optimism, of staying optimistic, staying bright of attitude. And the green, this feeling more like an earthy green than a sort of a heart chakra healing green. This really sort of says to me, stay very grounded, stay positive and feet on the ground today. Don't let things sort of run away with you. Now the second thing, which ironically is the first thing that occurred to me when I turned the card over, but I've waited to mention it, is that this actually shows a guideline for me for the day, because we have this figure and he's got these 5 swords on his shoulder and he's taking them away, and they've even become shadow, and all we are left with is 2 swords. Now this can be seen very much as one of the sort of cards that where you have difficulties, difficult thoughts, difficult interactions with people, and it can very much be seen as a card of futility. But here what I'm seeing is, if you take the swords as being the difficult thoughts, the difficult interactions with people, and kind of stresses in a way, here the guidance is take these stresses away, shift them away from yourself, and leave yourself with a manageable level of thoughts and perhaps concerns or worries. Don't allow yourself to become overstressed, overworried, overworked in your mind. Take some of that away. You do whatever you need to do to reduce your stress. If something seems futile, if pushing against something seems futile, see if you can just hold back. You know, there's no point pushing and pushing and pushing and feeling worse about it, and also becoming in your mind more worried about it. See if you can just hold back and wait for the energies to turn around so that you can then push forwards. So yes, this today very much a case of remove your stress as much as possible. And our third card for today is the Knight of Cups, which has this wonderful image. I do love the way Robin Wood has manifested this card and has painted it, because what we have here is an Atlantean knight on a horse that actually has a fish tail. And here we are riding along on a crest of emotions, but he's doing so in such a way that he is in control, he's balanced, he looks actually very happy. He's got a beaming smile on his face, which you can probably just about see. He has an absolutely beaming smile on his face, and he has everything from a chakra point of view in order. They're all present here. We have the white and the purple for the crown, third eye chakras. We have blue for the throat chakra. We have the green, and we have pink representing the heart chakra. There's gold in this card for the solar plexus chakra. The only colours that are a little bit absent are the deep oranges and reds. So this is a card of excitement, to my way of thinking, rather than being very grounded and very sort of solid and slow moving. This is really being pulled along. So do be aware not to be completely overawed, but if you have a good feeling today, go with it, and in a sense communicate that to others as well. Let others share in your own goodness and your own good feeling today. So if we look at these 3 cards together, they make an interesting collection. We have a card counselling us with the 10 of Cups. Spend time with family, spend time with loved ones, with those who mean the most to you. Share your love, share your passion with them. Interact, polarity here, interact with them. Reduce, with the 7 of Swords, your stresses. Don't struggle against things that are futile. If there's animosity, call a truce to it, call a halt to it, and try to remove and reduce your stress as much as possible today. And go along with good emotional feelings. Really allow good feelings to carry you along today, but not to become completely overawed by them. And also share that with others. So I hope you've enjoyed these cards of the day, and as always that you'll leave me some comments and let me know how these themes interact with your day today. Please also feel free to check out my website, www.theseerscave.webs.com, for more information about myself, my tools, and the readings that I offer. And I want to wish everyone a very happy, blessed, loving and exciting day today, and love, light, blessings, and freeth to you all.